Hello, how we doing? It's a glorious Sunday afternoon in the land of the UK. I see tipping it down out there. So, what we're doing? I've got a tripod out, by the way, just in case. You know these things go. Right, what we're doing? We're doing a brew. We're doing a designer brew mini mash oatmeal stout. Just one of these. It says 20 quid on the box, but I didn't pay that much for it. A little bit less than that. About 15 quid, I think, or something like that. I paid for it. It's a let's have a look. Take the next step into brewing with a designer brew mini mash kits. These kits contain carefully selected specialty grains and the best pure concentrate brewer's wort, matched to premium hops, including our premium genuine brewer's yeast, and full strength, straightforward to produce your wort. You'll need to steep the grains before adding the extract, blah blah blah. So basically it's an oatmeal stout. Extract kit comes with 2 of these. The Breas pure malt extract. This is a traditional dark. There's 2 cans, well, I say cans of cartons. There we go. They're in the Ace micro brew system as we talk. It's a stunning historic brew is full bodied, with rich tasty flavour from the premium specialty grains and nutty silky texture from the brewer's oat flakes mixed with premium concentrated brewer's wort for sheer quality, and topped off with a great smooth finish with additional English yops. Fucking hell, I can't speak. I ain't even had a beer. Hops. I need to do a blocked up nose. A bit of man flu going on again, I reckon. So yeah, so it's cost me, I think it was 15 quid. It come with obviously the 2 tubs of malt extract, and a bag of hops. Doesn't say what they are. I imagine it's some kind of English hop. Then it comes back with a yeast. I ain't going to use that. It's KR something 69 yeast. I've got T58 and I've got something else up there. What's that? Oh, that might be the same yeast actually. K97. Oh no, mine they got case. Hang on. That might be 6 grams. It looks like a 9. So 6 grams. So ignore what I just said. Anyway, I ain't going to use that rubbish. I'll use one of these because they're pretty decent. Not drinking. Well, I am, but I'm not. Technically, I'm on the bloody thing. Low alcohol Czechoslovakian lager because I've got to do the old father duties today. Took Little into football this morning, and now I'm going to be taking him to a birthday party at some indoor play centre with 5,000 screaming kids, hyperactive as hell. Yeah, well, actually I'm not. I'm just taking him to and the missus is staying there. I'm coming back here. But either way. As far as low alcohol or non-alcoholic beers go, this one's pretty decent. It's not quite on the same level as like the Beck's Blues kind of things going on, but yeah, it's alright. It's drinkable. It's a 500ml bottle, and it's a £1 a bottle, and I'll reuse the bottle. So, designer brew. Basically, brew quantity 22 to 25 litre, 22.5 litres. About there. It should come out with a typical ABV of about 5%, a final gravity of 1020, and then it should end around about 1024. Yeah, 5%. It's got a hop schedule of just 1 hop, but I'm going to put a couple more of my hops in it because I can, and I've got fucking hops coming out of my ears. I've got 3 kilos of East Kent Golden sat behind me. I might put some of that in it, I reckon. get it going a bit. Just recently kegged a director's, which is pretty much almost an identical colour to the real thing. That's a kit, but I chucked about 200 grams of Goldings in there, dry hopped it, and it's probably why it's a little bit hazy, but I've got 20 litres of that sat down below me. See how that goes, shall we? So this is basically saying place approximately 18 litres of clean water into your boiler and set it to 66 degrees. When the correct temperature, place the grains into your grain mashing and sparging bag and place into the water to steep. Steep grains for 30 minutes, I did 45, and then I sparged on them as well, just to flush them out a bit. Because I put my fingers in, they felt a little bit sticky, so still a bit of sugar in there. Could have got the old iodine kit out and done that, but I couldn't be arsed. Turn the boiler up, bring up to the boil, pour in the liquid concentrate, which I did before the boil because I didn't want it to go on the element at the bottom and scorch, because it's a pain in the arse to clean once you got that shit on there. So when a rolling boil is achieved, and add the hops according to the hop schedule below. I just give me a hop schedule. Start or boil, end of boil, that's what I'm going to do. And then obviously I'm going to put it in my stainless steel fermenter, or I might put it in the bucket, I'm not sure yet. I've got a couple of buckets, so some hints and tips on the back, but I'm not going to read them. So yeah, we'll see how it goes, shall we? Ooh, looks like liver. Hops. So you can see these. I'm trying to cave my head in. Just there. There's a hop. There's another one. Just there. There's some wild hops I managed to dig out of the hedge a few months back. And now that's just starting to show its worth by coming through. So hopefully we'll get a good bundle of hops off that. I'm not quite sure which hop it was. I managed to get about a metre length of rhizomes out of the ground, so it should be a fairly good one. Ooh, just getting up to the boil nearly. Tell you what, the aromas are getting off here are quite good. Nice malty aromas going on there. There she goes, look. This will be a 60-minute boil. I'm not doing any longer because it's not a full boil. It's not a full 30 litre pot. I've actually set the Ace micro brew system to 2,100 kilowatts. I ain't gone the full bore boil on it because I just find it's a bit too aggressive and can tend to scorch and burn on the bottom. My hop filter, which I think sometimes is a little bit too fine a mesh on it, to be honest. But it does the job. There we go, there's the boil. At boil point 99, so yeah, it's as good as. If that kicks, see that's kicked off. Now what I'll do is I'll alter the temperature. can only get 1 or 2 degrees. See it gets to 100. There we go, that should go up to 101 there. I'll take it the wrong way. That's it. There we go. Cooking on gas now. I managed to get to 102 just by altering it slightly. So, here's the first. There you go. Straight in, no messing. The thing with this, I was getting a bit damp when me going outside. A bit of tissue down there, come off the cup. Just having to find a bit of fuggles in the fridge. So I'll get them in. They might as well go in. What the heck? We're about 50 grams of fuggles there. Now at, still got 46 minutes to go. Put north down, I'll put that in. Right, we'll put some hops in it. Last 15 minutes we are using the experimental hop 10244. Got this from the brew. Just a random amount in. Got a drunk one in the background.
What's that?
Just pause for a minute. Yeah, that's a drunk one in the background. Also, we're going to put a bit of super moss. Usually I use the Irish moss, but this is like a powdered version, just as good. Put that in there. I don't scrimp and scrape on that. I've got loads of it. It's down to the last 15 minutes. Hopefully end up with about 20 litres. Well, it's flame out as such. I'll chuck a bit more of these experimental hops in. Let it sit there for 10-15 minutes. Let's zoom out a little bit. So yeah, and all in all, I did a 60-minute boil. So we're coming to probably just around about 21 litres, 20.5. I think by the time we get in the fermenter and kegged or bottled, we'll probably end up with about 19 litres. It should do. Still on an alcoholic beer, drinking a Bavaria beer. I don't know which one this is now. So yeah, it'll do. Till a while, yeah. Pick the kids up and get them dropped off back at home, and I can have a proper beer. Need to get my extractor fan in here properly sorted. I might even have one of these when I get back. A Belgian blonde. So yeah, so basically it all went according to plan. I'm just going to put it in the fermenter, which is just there. That's all ready to go. sterilised, everything. So it's all good stuff really. The shed's an absolute shithole behind me. I've got a new window set out back of my van. I'm going to cut a hole in the end just there, put a window in it so I can boil at that end of the shed rather than standing in front of the door hole because there's not a lot of space. So at some point in the future I'll probably do an update on this brew, but right now it's what it is. Cheers dudes, thank you, like and subscribe to also, oh there's Beard Numbers and Drunken One, get out and subscribe to them as well. Right, catch you all later. And that's a wrap.